friends, it's Gwen and I'm back today with another scrapbooking process video. Today's share is episode 27 of Maggie Holmes Monday. On Monday, we Maggie, and by popular request, I'm going to be using the Willow Lane collection for this one. I'll be scrapbooking this photo of my daughter Caitlin, and you might have noticed that in the beginning shot for this collection, I had 12 by 12 full sheets of pattern paper left. I actually have still quite a few embellishments, but not that much pattern paper. So I did have to come up with a bit of a plan to combat that, and that started with a plain white piece of cardstock. I then went through my scraps and was able to find quite a few lengths of pattern paper that were still 12 inches long, so they would run across the entire background there. I've then gone ahead and layered them up, and that's going to be the base of the page. And in fact, inadvertently, I didn't know at the time, but it's sort of what inspires the kind of idea behind the layout. So this photo of my daughter was taken during the school musical. They performed Guys and Dolls, and it's, if you haven't heard of it, it's set in the 1950s. So all of the costuming and everything is sort of very retro, and I felt like it matched this collection really, really well. I've had this photo printed for quite some time and I was sort of struggling to find sort of something to go with it because I don't have a lot of vintagey style supplies in my stash. And yeah, as soon as I saw it again, I thought, you know what? My friends on YouTube were asking me to use Willow Lane. Why don't I pull out Willow Lane and see if that will work? And I think it works beautifully. Okay, so now that you have that context, the other idea that I had, because this photo was taken inside, they're actually underneath the theatre in the sort of like the holding rooms where they do all their vocal warm-ups and things. Because it was taken inside, I thought I might run with that idea and make the layout seem like the inside of a house. And you know how in those older style homes they had like the walls were sort of split, so they might have like the bottom section of the wall would be wallpapered, but then the middle section wouldn't be, and then there'd be like a border along the top near the ceiling. That's kind of what I'm going with here. Did I plan that out from the very beginning? No. Am I really happy that I thought about it before I'd stuck things down? Absolutely yes. Okay, so running with my idea, I'm going to create a bunch of little wall features that are going to go along the wall that's above the photo. I did notice too, and I had actually forgotten, this collection has a bunch of elements that are giant. Giant, I tell you. This butterfly, let me measure it, hang on. It is like over 3 inches long, 9 centimeters. It's giant. So it was nice to get it onto the page, but I did struggle with that. And actually at the end, that's when I really noticed it, because normally when I finish a layout, I can see that I've got lots of elements in varying sizes. So I'll have, especially if I use maybe a cut file, so it'd be like quite a large cut file feature, my photo, which is 6x4, and then the ephemera clusters and elements like that would be like a larger one, and then medium sized, smaller sized, and then small elements like enamel dots or something. This layout doesn't really have that. The smallest things that are in the layout when it's finished are the banner pieces. There's one up the top that says "Love You So." There's another one that I use that says "Magical Day," and then the bottom one there that says "My Darling." They're the smallest elements, and this one here that I'm attaching now, they're the smallest part of this whole layout. So yeah, it is an interesting one for me. And you know what? Oh, I think I might even get rid of this collection now that I've done this layout. Now that I feel, yes, I've got a lot of embellishments left. I might keep the butterflies because I feel like I might be able to use those. But I think I'm going to be a bit brutal and just get rid of some of these quirky things that are quite big. So let me know below if you're listening to this and you're like, oh my gosh, I am in desperate need of quirky things that are quite giant to put on my scrapbook layouts, and you love this collection, or if you have it and you need to top up some of the embellishments, let me know in the comments below and I will send you them. Okay, so back to the layout. Oh yes, and I found the thickers, getting the foam thickers off of the thicker sheet was extremely difficult. They're very attached. You can see now that the layout is starting to come together. It looks like a house now, and the pictures are hanging on the picture rail that they used to have, the old-fashioned picture rails. So I've lined them up along that edge on purpose. And I'm really loving how this is coming together. How cute is the little kitty element on the left there? I love her. She's adorable. Adding in some final touches. So thank you so much for being here, my creative friends. If you like the way that I scrapbook or the way that I chat about the way that I scrapbook, I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, bye.